Everyone, welcome back to the Self-Employed Investor Journey. Jose Martinez here. I hope you're doing very, very well. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Uh, let's see. This time, I wanted to bring some of my thoughts on how or why, I should have said, on why we are probably seeing less batches than before. And I have some few reasons that I have kind of realized lately. So let's just get started to it. I want to make this video very, very quick. Just don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like my perspective, if you learned something at the end of this video, and also like the video. That will help me tremendously if you do that. So I'll really appreciate that. And if you subscribe, that lets me know also that you want more content like this and bringing more insights on how Instacart works and how can we maximize our earnings by getting more and better batches. So yeah, let's begin. So the very first thing, and I think this is pretty obvious, but it's the most important thing I believe, and it's your market. Where do you live? Where do you shop? The density of population. Of course, more populated areas will have more probability of having more batches and better batches. The QQ, the quality and quantity of batches. That's how I like to call it. So yeah, if you live in a smaller city, you have to realize that you're probably not gonna see the batches that someone in main cities might see, because there's more demand. There's probably more people willing to pay more, and all these things. Supply and demand, and it evens up on the market. And to give you some ideas on how to explore new areas, this is what I did today. I live here. I'm gonna put the map on here. So I live 45 south on Dallas in a small town called Ennis, and the closest Costco to me is going 45 north, 20 west, and then 67 south in Duncanville, which is almost 40 minutes drive. Is like 35, 40 miles. So that's my closest Costco. If I would have stayed here in Ennis and then try to shop, I would probably just get one batch in all day, two batches in all day. There's an HEB, there is a CVS, but that's it. And if I go to the next city, Waxahachie, I'll probably get some other. Today I got an Aldi. I hate Aldi, by the way, but this one was fairly easy, and it paid like 25. So I did that Aldi, but also that city does not have much demand, like going north to Dallas, North Dallas area, Fort Worth. And also I'm doing Amazon Flex, as you might know. So the warehouse of Amazon that I usually go to pick up packages is that one there, and that one is also 45 minutes from my house. So today I had a block to pick up at 4:45 a.m. So I had to wake up like at 3:30, 3:20, 3:30, leave home no later than 4. I get to the place, and they send me to North Forward, which you can see on the picture, that area. Excuse me. And there is also a Costco there. So after I completed my block on Amazon, I did one batch on Kroger, and then I came back to go to a Costco drop at 10 a.m. And it was a disaster. It was a disaster because of this, and this is going to be the second reason that why you don't see batches, and it's because your phone could be or could have a slow or bad internet connection. And I knew this from this Costco, because this Costco was actually the first one that I got a $100 batch. I think it was on January, February this year. And I remember it was a pain because inside the Costco I had zero service, and the app was lagging, and then you close it and then you cannot open it again. It was just a mess. But today I decided to try, since I was just like 15 minutes away from that place, well, from that Costco, and it was the same. Usually Costco drops between 9:55 to 9:58 on the areas that I work. So I see nothing. It was like 10:02, and I saw like a $20 batch, but that was all, and it was not worth it. Um, and I was checking my internet speed all the time, and I couldn't get more than 5-10 megabits per second download. So that's super, super slow. And I'm sure that even with my 5-star ratings and my speed that I have, like on 47, cancellation rate low, and all these things, if even if all these things are like in the best shape possible, if your internet connection is low, you're not gonna get any batches. So that's the second thing. uh, First thing, your market is low. You live in a small city, you have to be willing to drive more and to try new areas. Second thing, and I think this is very important before we get into like all the 5 stars and metrics and all that kind of stuff, is having a phone, or make sure your phone or where you are has a good coverage area for internet, that you are having a good internet speed. And the third thing is something that I just started noticing, or I did notice long time ago, but I just realized it's affecting us on how many batches we see. Because I was at a Costco waiting for another order, and I saw a shopper that I met there. His name is Caesar, and he was outside on his truck loading the batch that he got. And I was like, "Hey man, you got a nice one." He was like, "Yeah, I got a add-on when I was shopping this small one, and it was a $50." And I was like, "Oh man, yeah, that's amazing for you." And his batch came up to like $80, so it was super nice for him. And I was like, "Yeah, I just got this 20. I'm just gonna shop it real quick." And I was like, that moment I realized that even though that I was waiting outside for a batch, Instacart is sending or prioritizing shoppers that are already shopping to send them an add-on, and instead of giving that second order to a shopper that does not have any batches assigned already. And that was very interesting to me. And I think the answer is very obvious, because Instacart makes more money when they assign doubles and triples to us. Um, and yeah, I've seen these more and more often. I've been one of the people that has, I'm shopping, and then you get a notification and your screen changes, and they send you this add-on. Here's an example. Um, if you want to accept it or decline it, it's up to you. So I found that very, very interesting. And if Instacart is doing this more and more and more, that means that shoppers that are not, that don't have an active badge, could have, or we all can have a reduced amount of batches that we see on the queue, because Instacart is prioritizing the shoppers that are already shopping, to assign these second orders, because it's more profitable for Instacart. Yeah, I think it's very obvious. And fourth thing would be like all the metrics. By the way, all about the internet and all the technical for your phone is going to be on this video. So go check it out if you haven't seen it. And about the metrics, your 5 stars, your cancellation rate, your reports, you got to make sure you have no reports. And this is something important that I notice. And before this, let me tell you the reason that I get to these conclusions is because I work the same areas every day at the same times. And I notice every single change in my account, like if the total of 5 stars drop, my speed change, my cancellation rate change, if I have any reports, if the reports drop, and or disappear. And I've noticed every time I get a bump in the total of 5 stars, I have get to see better batches. Like let's say yesterday I was on 38 5 stars, and today I woke up to 40. I got to see more batches because I got a bump on the total of ratings that I got. That's something that I've noticed. And like I said, I noticed these changes because I work the same areas every day at the same times. And I've been doing this now here in Texas for 4 weeks already. And in the same way, whenever I had a lower total of 5 stars, is when I've seen like, I'm gonna call it less trust from Instacart to assign big batches to me. So yeah, those are the things that I've noticed in the past 4 weeks here in Texas. I hope it's helpful. But the main thing and that I found really, really interesting is that the add-ons to the shoppers that are already shopping instead of assigning those badges to shoppers waiting for a badge. That's really, really interesting. And I want to challenge people striking to decline if you think it's a good idea. I don't know if when you decline the order is going to be sent to a shopper waiting on a badge, or is it going to be sent to another shopper that is already shopping on the store also. I don't know. But let's say the decline add-on goes to a shopper waiting for an order. So if you are pro striking Instacart and you want to help other shoppers, whenever you get an add-on request when you're shopping, decline it and let another shopper get it. I challenge you to do that. I don't know if I'm gonna do that because I don't know. I don't know the outcome of this. I don't know if it's gonna be sent to another shopper shopping already or another shopper outside waiting for a badge. So yeah, I think I found that very, very interesting. I hope it gives you an idea on how or why this is happening, because even though it's getting slow, I think most people, well, I wouldn't say most people, but we are still getting to our targets. But I have to say I've been complimenting with Amazon Flex. Today I got to 260 something, both combined. So yeah, there's opportunities out there. You gotta look for them. You gotta be willing to work a little bit harder to find out your routine. I found mine. Mine is Amazon very early in the morning. If I finish before 8:30 in the morning, Amazon. Then I catch a couple batches or one batch from Kroger or some other store, just so I can get ready to be at Costco at 10 a.m. and then shop Costco from 10 a.m. to like 2 or 3, and then I try to catch another block from Amazon after 3 or 4 p.m. and then I just go home. So that's my routine. It's a very, very exhausting routine, I would say. I woke up today at 3:30, and I had to, what time is it? I don't know what time is it. It's like, I don't know, 7, 8. It's probably like 8. And tomorrow I'm gonna wake up at the same time, so I'm just gonna edit this video really quick, and yeah, just get ready. I just wanted to give you some insights. I think the most important is, of course, your ratings, your account in good shape, and the internet. Like, make sure your phone is in a great shape. Close all the apps. Um, Try to, I don't know, watch this video, watch that video again. There's another one that I made on all the technical tips. So watch that video, and that will give you an idea on how Instacart works and why it is important to have a good internet connection on your phone. And if you don't believe me, you can go to your settings, you can go to data usage, and you could see that Instacart is probably the app with the most data used. Why? Because every batch that you see on your queue, on your feed, needs to be downloaded and processed by your phone to show it to you on the screen. It downloads all the pictures, all the customer information, everything, and then it has to be processed and put it on the screen as a user friendly image. And now with this map update that we see the map and all the stores there, it uses a lot more data. So yeah, uh, I hope it was helpful. I hope after paying attention to all these things, you get to see more batches and better batches, the QQ, quantity and quality of batches. And yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up down there. Subscribe if you like my perspective, my ideas, and all the things that I'm doing on here. So yeah, that's all for tonight. I'm gonna edit this video really quick, and we'll see you. If you're in the Dallas area, I will see you shopping, and if you are just here on YouTube, we'll see you in the next video. Ciao.